Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Here on Abby the Witch, we do witchy and alternative things. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me. And if you are new, welcome. Hi, nice to meet you, and thank you so much for joining us today. So today I'm going to be doing how and ways I manifest. But before we do that, I have a couple of announcements and just a couple of other updates too as well. So first announcement, I don't think I'm going to be doing any more tarot card readings here on YouTube. I think I'm only going to be sticking to my IGTV over on Instagram and do tarot card readings over there. So if you are interested in my tarot card readings, in my pick a deck tarot card readings, then I would definitely go follow me over there. Here soon, I hope I might be doing personal, like one-on-one readings, but we'll see. That's in the future. But for now, I think I'm going to be doing my readings only on IGTV. So that's the first announcement. Second announcement is pretty obvious. I have a new camera where I'm trying to do the whole like GoPro thing. My husband is the tech guru, so he set this all up. But let me know how it looks to you guys. I think it looks pretty good to me. So yeah, I hope it works out. Anyway, there's that. Truck just honked out of nowhere. I don't know why. My other announcement is, I think I'm gonna do a giveaway. I'm super stoked because I made it over 50 subscribers, which is still super small, I know, but to me, it's a big deal. It's very exciting. So I just wanted to say thank you and show my appreciation by giving a giveaway. Definitely, I think I'm gonna keep it a surprise what the giveaway is. It's not gonna be anything huge, so obviously, like, don't get too excited. But still want it to be a little something, something. I'll probably keep it a surprise, but it definitely is relevant to today's video for sure, okay? So enough of the announcements and the updates. Let's move on to our shout outs. So our two shout outs for today, our very first one is Helspine. He is a channel that I came across actually when I was getting interviewed by Uri's Witchcraft. He was on there and he's so cool. He's super into demonology and working with demons. If that is something that interests you, I would definitely go check out Helspine. He is very knowledgeable on it. He posts a lot of videos on how he calls on different demons, how he works with them. He made like an energy box the other day. It's really cool. I find it very interesting. If that's something that interests you, he's super nice. Go check out his channel, show him some love. He also has an Instagram. The second channel I really wanted to shout out was Lady Blindwolf. Hi, Lady Blindwolf. I love her. She's been super, super sweet. She's very, very supportive, extremely knowledgeable. She does a lot of tarot card reading reviews, which I love and enjoy watching. Very knowledgeable. She's really, really cool, super sweet. Definitely go give her some love and check her out too. She has an Instagram as well. So, got the shout outs done, got the announcements done. Oh yes, I didn't even talk about what you have to do for the giveaway. Okay, so for the giveaway, all you have to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channel and comment down below. That's all you have to do. I figured I'd give you guys like a week, right? I mean, there's only 50 of us, right? It shouldn't take that long for everyone to hear about it. So I'll probably announce it next week at some point, and then I'll probably get in contact with each other through Instagram messaging. But anyway, yeah, that's all you have to do. Sorry, I forgot to put that in there, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, ways that I manifest. Now, I hope this notebook isn't too distracting or anything like that. I need to keep this out in front of me just in case I forget anything, and I'm very scatterbrained. So, yeah. So anyway, ways that I manifest. Okay, so the very first thing I want to talk about kind of all go together, and that's bay leaves, the moon, and water, okay? I use these 3 ingredients, I guess you could call them, 2 main ways, 3 different ways, but 2 main ways, okay? So first of all, what I do, no matter what, is with these 3 things that I use, is I always set my intention in the bay leaf, right? How I do this is I grab a bay leaf, right? I can show you my giant bag of bay leaves I have here in a second, but I grab a bay leaf, I make sure I'm grounded, I make sure my mind is clear, right? And I think about what it is that I want, what is it that I want to manifest, right? For example, there was one time I wanted to manifest more confidence in myself. So I took my bay leaf, made sure my mind was clear, I was grounded, and I put that intention of confidence in my mind. I focused on confidence, right? What does that look like to me? I even like write out the word in my mind and look at the word itself, right? And as soon as I have that really set in my mind, I'll quietly whisper it, and then I'll gently blow it onto the bay leaf, okay? I actually, you can do this program or set your intention in anything. It doesn't just have to be a bay leaf. Doing this technique, I actually have it in my programming, cleansing, and spiritually charging video. I can link that down below. But yeah, I will think about that word that I want to manifest, or that thing that I want to manifest. Once I really have it on lockdown in my brain, I will whisper it and then blow it onto my bay leaf. Now I'll do this about 3 times. In fact, I do it 3 times. Okay. Once I'm done with that, then whatever I do with it after that kind of just depends, right? I will really do one of 3 things with that bay leaf afterwards. One of the main things I love to do with the bay leaf that I put intention into is putting it into my moon water, okay? Now, if this is not something that you've done before, I highly suggest it. Moon water is pretty easy, and it's a really great way to manifest, okay? During a full moon, I do it during a full moon. I know some witches will do moon water during a waxing moon, maybe even some doing during a waning moon. Comment down below if you do either one of those, or during a new moon maybe. I always do my moon water during a full moon. So what I do is I take a jar, a glass clear jar, right? I cleanse it, spiritually cleanse it with some sage, I fill it with water, then I take my bay leaf, right, that I put my intention into, and I put it into the water, okay? You could even more infuse your moon water, you could put a water safe crystal inside of your water if you want to. So if there's a certain crystal that you like the magical properties that it contains, and it has to do with what you're trying to manifest, make sure you research it first to make sure it's safe to put in water that you'll be drinking or using. And if it is safe, then you can put that directly into your water. Now, with crystals that aren't water safe, I've even put them on top of the lid, on top of the jar, and that works well for me too. Anyway, I'll put the bay leaf into the water, screw the lid on, and then under the full moon, I leave it overnight, and that's it, really. That's it. And I personally drink my moon water. I drink mine. I know some witches use their moon water for other things, cleansing, charging, things like that. Different spell work, things like that. And that's great too. I use my moon water for manifesting, for things in myself, right? So I put my bay leaf in the water, and that puts my intention that I put in the bay leaf into the water, okay? I know it's kind of complicated. And then when I put that water under the full moon outside, I really feel like not only is the full moon charging it, but it's just an extra mega magical boost to my intention that I put in that water, if that makes sense, okay? So that's how I make moon water with bay leaves. And that's one way that I manifest things, okay? The other way that I do this with bay leaves, moon, and water is lots of times, and you don't have to do this during a full moon or waning moon or wax. You can do this next thing I'm going to talk about whenever you want, really. The next thing I'm going to talk about is a spiritual bath, okay? Spiritual baths are great I find it to be great for like getting rid of, detoxifying, like negativity, getting rid of negativity. Lots of times I will put Epsom salt. Epsom salt is a great cleanser of negativity. And once I put that salt in, again, if there's a water safe crystal that I want, I'll put that right in the tub if I want to. I put them on the ledge of the tub if I want to. I bring my candles in that are color coordinated with whatever I want to manifest, right? And then I take my bay leaf that I put my intention into already. And once my water is filled and everything's good, I put my bay leaf in, and lots of times I'll swirl it clockwise 3 times, okay? I feel that really infuses my water, my bath water, with whatever I want to manifest, right? I prefer to do these spiritual baths. Like I said, it doesn't have to always be this way. But if I'm using my spiritual baths to really manifest something, to gain something, right? I usually will do it either during the full moon, or I will do it during the waxing moon when things are building, right? So if I want to gain something, or I want to manifest something, I'll definitely do it during the gaining or the waxing moon or the full power full moon. Okay, that's when I personally do it. Again, you can do these things whenever you want. You can do the spiritual bath whenever you want. But I find it to be even more potent, right? To do it during a full moon or a waxing moon. Now, if you're trying to manifest or gain something during a waning moon, I personally wouldn't do that. But if you don't follow the moon phases and you think your spells work whenever, then you do you. That's totally fine. I'm sure it will work just fine for you. Okay. Now, the third thing I want to talk about with this first way I manifest with bay leaves, moon, and the water is honestly the easiest way, and all you need is bay leaves and a pen. That's it, okay? Lots of times, if I just want a quick manifestation and I don't have enough time and I need to do something or manifest something like quickly, I will take a bay leaf and just write my intention on it, right? I will write whatever I want to manifest on it. And once I write that, sometimes you could honestly just do the next step immediately after doing that, but you might want to charge it in the sunlight for a little while. Some witches charge their things in water. Moon water would be great. I've even set like a crystal with certain properties that I want associated with that on top of something. So like a bay leaf, I might write confidence, and then I might put my red jasper on top of the bay leaf in the sun to like really infuse it with confidence and charge it in the sun. Okay. You don't have to do that. Like I said, you could write it and then immediately do the next step. So the next step would be to, me personally, bury it into the earth. Okay. So I would literally take a blank bay leaf, write my intention or whatever I want to manifest, say it's confidence, and then you could go outside and bury it directly into the earth. Okay. About 6 inches deep. Doesn't have to be super deep. Probably not even that deep, honestly. Just deep enough that you feel like it's in the earth, right? This is one of my favorite ways to manifest something. I know a lot of witches do other things after they're done. Rather than putting it into the earth, they might burn it or different things like that. I like to bury my bay leaves into the earth. Now, I looked it up. Pen ink is totally fine for the earth, for the environment. I think a long time ago they used to have pens that weren't as good, but nowadays I think it's just like, it's basically just water with dye in it. So I'm pretty sure from my research that I looked up, it's totally safe. If you know something different, please let me know down below. But I did want to talk about the ceremony I did involving just bay leaves, well, and some candles too. Last year for Yule or Christmas time, I went over to my mom's house. My family was over there. Of course, we were safe. We had masks on and everything. We were distanced. But I had everyone grab a bay leaf and write what they wanted to manifest for the year. Okay, so some people wrote good earnings, right? Some people wrote happiness and strong family. Some people wrote confidence, right? Whatever they wanted to manifest. I gathered all of their bay leaves. They wrote their name on the back. I gathered all of their bay leaves. I put it into my cauldron, okay? And for each bay leaf that they gave me, I lit just a little tea candle. What's it called? Like a tea candle, just like the little tiny, like you get them at the Dollar Tree in bulk. And then as soon as I let those burn all night long, so definitely put them in an area where maybe if you have animals, they can't get to it. I let them burn until they are all out, and then I took all their bay leaves and I burned it, or I buried it into the ground. Okay. And before I buried it, and after I put them in the cauldron, I sprinkled a little bit of cinnamon over them. And that's actually my next thing I use to manifest. So I really hope that the first thing wasn't too confusing. I know the first way that I manifest uses 3 different things, 3 different ways. That was a little bit confusing. If you have any more questions about, or any questions at all about that, let me know down below and I will help try to explain. But like I said a second ago, cinnamon brings me to cinnamon, okay? This is the next way that I manifest. Like I said, I used cinnamon in that Yule ceremony I did with my family. I sprinkled some cinnamon on top of their bay leaves that they wrote their intentions on. Cinnamon to me is a great way to manifest. I even sprinkle this on top of my water for my moon water before I put it outside, like on top of my bay leaf that I put in there. Cinnamon to me is a great amplifier, right? It's like fiery. It puts an extra spark into whatever you're trying to do. I even, sometimes if I light my candles, I'll sprinkle some cinnamon on top of the flame. I see the flame spark a little bit and I'm like, ooh, gives it a little oomph, you know what I mean? Cinnamon is great for just that extra boost. You can really incorporate it in anything that you're doing, but especially for manifesting. Mwah, I love it. I love it so much. It's also, I almost really visualize it as like a really good seal or like cap. I kind of think of it as like a carbonated beverage, right? To keep it potent, to keep that soda or that carbonated water potent, you got to keep that seal on, right? I almost think of it as that. But anyway, that's how I use cinnamon for manifesting. Like I said, I sprinkle on top of my bay leaf when I put it in my moon water. I've even sprinkled it in my bath before. After putting everything in it, I'll sprinkle just a little bit of cinnamon on top. I've done it on top of my candles. You could do it all kinds of way, okay? But it's been very successful for me. It's worked very, very well. Okay, so the third thing I really wanted to talk about, and I've talked about this a million times on my channel, is candle gazing or Trataka. Okay, this is a form of meditation where, like I said, I've talked about this before, but this is a form of meditation where it's really, you could focus on anything technically. I've done water Trataka, I've done cloud Trataka, eyelid, no, that doesn't count, that's just scrying. But yeah, Trataka just means focusing on something, focusing on a point and not taking your focus off of it and only focusing on that, right? The main way people use Trataka is by candle gazing, okay? This is how I do Trataka. I will gaze at the flame in a candle until I am in a trance-like state. I will gaze at the flame until I feel like I almost can't look away from it. I'm mesmerized by the flame. It really puts me in a state of mind where I'm just like, the only thing I'm thinking, seeing, looking at, concentrating on, focusing on is the flame, right? Once I feel like I am in that trance-like state, I will repeat the intention or the thing I want to manifest over and over again, okay? For example, right now I've been working on manifesting a perfect balance between logic and emotion, okay? I've worked on manifesting setting boundaries peacefully and unregrettably. Okay? It is very, very important how you say it. You do not say things like, I wish I could lay boundaries peacefully and unregrettably. You say, I do lay boundaries peacefully and unregrettably. I do have a perfect balance between logic and emotion. I do have confidence, right? You say it in a way that you already own that thing. Okay, that's how you manifest. How you say it, if you're going to be saying it or writing out your manifestation, you have to say it or write it like it's already happened. It's very important. It's super important. Because if you just write it like, oh, I hope I can have that one day, one day is probably never going to happen, right? A lot of magic and manifestation is your intent, right? It has a lot to do with how you word things, how you say things, how you write things, how you think things in your mind, right? You have to say it confidently and like it's already there, like it's already happened. Okay? Trust me, it made a huge difference in my manifesting, how I say things, okay? So when I'm candle gazing and I'm in that trance-like state, I will say it over and over again. It's almost like your brain is so, it's almost like giving your third eye a really intense massage. Like it's so like unguarded and almost like limp, right? Because it's so relaxed. I'm sorry, I have cat hair in my eye. Because it's so relaxed and it's just limp and open, right? So it's receptive and open to anything that you really have to say. So if you say things like, yeah, I am a confident person, right? Your open mind that's very relaxed is gonna be like, okay, and take it in. I'm serious, dude. It really does work for me. It really does work for me, candle gazing Tritaka. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next thing before I talk way too much. All right, so the fourth thing I really wanted to talk about was writing a letter. Okay? This is a great way to manifest. So what I will do is I will write a letter to the universe or whatever you believe in. If you believe in God, write it to God, spirit guides, ancestors, animal spirits. I've written to animal spirits a ton of times. I work with animal spirits. But whoever you work with, right? Whoever you work with. I say universe because that's the most general, broad thing I could say. You thank the universe for everything that you have. I thank the universe or whoever I'm writing to for everything I have, right? And I will even thank them for what I'm manifesting. You want a new car? Dear universe, thank you so much for the new beautiful car I have. I'm seeing it out my driveway right now. It's bright yellow with shiny hubcaps and 0 miles, right? If that's something that you want, act like you have it and be grateful for it. Be very grateful for it. Okay? Go ahead and thank them too for everything else that you really do, that you have already, like you have tangibly, right? Show your appreciation. Okay? And even thank them too. I thank my spirit guides, universe, whatever, for helping me get to that place, right? Dear universe, thank you for helping me understand how I need to best save money for my new car. I have my new car now. It's beautiful, blah, blah, blah. Even if you don't have it yet, even if you can't see it yet with your own physical eyes, you write like you can, okay? After you are done writing the letter, thanking your guides, thanking you for what you have, talking about what you already have and what you want to manifest as if you already have it, right? This is when I use burning. If I'm writing a letter thanking the universe for whatever I want to manifest, I will burn my letter afterwards, okay? I have a fire pit outside. I use my fire pit. I'm not taking any risk, okay? If you have a fire safe cauldron and you feel safe doing it inside and you've done that before, go for it. Just remember, this is paper, so when it burns, it's gonna blow everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I take mine outside. Even if you're gonna do it in your cauldron, I would still take my cauldron outside. Anyway, I go outside to my fire pit. I will hold it in my hand, I will light it, and I will picture my intention, right? I only hold it in my hand for a second. I don't want to burn myself. Hold it in your hand for just a second. Put it in my fire pit and I watch it burn, okay? And it's almost like envisioning your intention being ignited, okay? You're seeing it come to life. It's ignited, it's coming to life. It's almost like a phoenix coming out of the ashes or something, okay? That's how I manifest using a letter, okay? You could even program the pen that you write with to help you manifest, right? Again, I will link my programming, cleansing, and charging video down below, but you can program anything to do anything you want. You can program a pen to help you manifest things. If you want to manifest by writing a letter, that would be great. Even your notebook that you write in, do it. Okay, guys, so the fifth and final thing that I wanted, fifth. The fifth and final thing that I wanted to talk about today was offerings, giving offerings. Now, obviously, offerings itself isn't manifesting, but by giving offerings, you're gonna have more luck when you do manifest. Because let me tell you something, this is not a one-way street, okay? You have to do your part. Your guides do so much for you. They protect you, they guide you, they help you. You need to give back, okay? So it is really important to show gratitude to whoever protects you and helps you and guides you, okay? I work mainly with animal spirits. So I'll give animals outside, I'll do offerings that way. I give bird seed, right? I give out bird seed. Sometimes I put out fresh fruit and vegetables for what people call vermin, right? Like the squirrels and the rabbits and stuff. Don't get me wrong, sometimes they frustrate me too because they eat my garden, but they're just trying to survive. It's okay. So sometimes I put out food for them too. Even my pets, if I like get frustrated with them sometimes, I'm like, oh, because my cat like messes with my stuff, I'm like, stop it. I'll apologize to them afterwards. Like, it just, whoever you're working with, like, you need to show appreciation, you need to show love, and you need to give your thanks. Because if you don't do that, they're gonna be like, well, you're kind of selfish and I don't want to work with you. You know what I mean? Like, they don't want to waste their time on something like that. Like, your guides don't want to waste time on someone who's not appreciative. I wouldn't want to either. Okay? You could give other offerings by writing a letter. Sorry, I got distracted. You could give offering by writing a letter. I know this is also a way to manifest, but you could also just write a letter saying thank you, right? I've done that. I actually have, you might be able to see it in the background. I have a little letter hanging, one of those pieces of papers, one is a sigil, but the other one is a letter to animal spirits, just thanking them, giving them my utmost gratitude, telling them how inspiring they are, how magical and incredible they are, how humble of a servant I am to them. Like, I show my love and gratitude to them. My heart is wide open to them, okay? It is so important. I also will perform ceremonies in their honor. For example, animals, there are certain animal spirits that I put away for hibernation, like the bear and the bat. And I had a coming out of hibernation ceremony, right? And it was a pretty fancy ceremony, but I think they really appreciated it. In fact, I know they did. That night, I hate to tell you guys this, that night after I performed that coming out of hibernation ritual or ceremony, like I said, one of the animal spirits I got out was the bat. And that night, I saw brown bats flying in my backyard. Like the first night of the year, right? It just happened to be that same day I did that coming out of hibernation ceremony. I thought it was so cool. I was like crying. It was the coolest thing ever. But yeah, just doing little things like that, like they'll let you know too. Like, they will let you know either through like how much more you sense of them, or how much more they guide you, or like little like messages like that, like when I saw the bats, right? You'll know, right? You will know. And you'll know when they want an offering too, because you won't be seeing much from them or hearing much from your guides, or you might get a message from them saying like, hey, like, come on, like, what do we get? You know what I mean? Like, you gotta show your appreciation, okay? And one other thing I wanted to say too when it comes to offerings is, if you're gonna borrow something from nature or take something from nature, you always give something back. Always give something back. I used to be really bad about this, not because I was being selfish about it and didn't think nature deserved it. I just didn't think about it because I wasn't as an experienced witch. But yes, I've definitely learned that when you go out into nature and you take something, you need to give something back, okay? For example, there is a pine tree in my front yard. I wanted some pine needles for Yule time. I took some pine needles and I gave back elderflowers, like dried elderflowers. I just sprinkled it around the base of the tree, okay? I've heard other witches giving milk and honey. I don't drink milk, but I'm sure almond milk would be good too. Let's see, what else have I done in return? I've literally actually like taken grass from the ground, like fresh green grass, and I literally got on my knees and thanked the universe. My neighbors probably thought I was crazy, but that's fine. It's just so important to give back and show your appreciation back, right? Like, you can't just take and go. That's not how the universe works. So in fact, I really, really encourage you guys to give offerings and to give what you take. It can be a little bit dangerous to not do that. I feel like, if it's not, then it's at least selfish a little bit. You know what I mean? Even if you don't realize it, it's okay. You do now, but just so you know, it's a nice thing to do. Okay, it's a nice thing to do. So. Oh, I was going to show you guys my giant, sorry, I tapped the camera. I was going to show you guys my giant bag of bay leaves. With my microphone here. Oh God, please don't pull out. That's what she said. So I literally have this giant container of bay leaves. Okay, so I literally just go to my local Asian mart. And I mean, if you go to Target, you'll get like a tiny little tube where the herbs are, right? And it will be like $10 or something. It's stupid. Just go to your local Asian mart. Dude, look how big this bag is. Look at all these bay leaves in here. There's a ton. And it was like half the price. Go to your Asian mart. I'm telling you, if you want to work with bay leaves, that's where to go, okay? Wanted to throw that out there. Anyway, you guys, I really hope you appreciated this How I Manifest. Again, if you want to participate in the giveaway, please make sure you're subscribed here and please comment down below. Like I said, should be announcing that in the next week or so. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. I made it over 50. And until next time, guys, I hope you stay well. Thanks for watching. Bye.